You leave your laptop plugged in all night, thinking you're doing the right thing. The OS shows a reassuring green icon and a message that says battery is healthy. But inside those lithium ion cells, a slow motion chemical car crash is happening. Most engineers and power users have been taught to obsess over cycles, the number of times you discharge and recharge the battery. We've been told that if we stay plugged in, we aren't using cycles, so the battery stays new. This is the fundamental lie of modern mobile computing. While you're avoiding cycle count, you are subjecting your battery to its greatest enemy, high voltage stress. When a battery sits at 100%, the lithium ions are physically forced into the anode structure under maximum pressure. This isn't a passive state, it's a high energy, high tension state that accelerates the degradation of the internal chemistry. Your laptop isn't resting at 100%, it's straining. And smart charging usually waits until the very last moment to tell you that this tension is actually permanent. Why do we care so much about cycles? Because they're easy to measure. Your Bose can track a cycle. It's a clean integer that feels like a car's odometer. But battery health isn't linear. A battery that has gone through 500 shallow cycles, between 20% and 80%, is often significantly healthier than a battery that has sat at 100% for 6 months with only 10 cycles. The industry standard 1000 cycles rating assumes a specific set of laboratory conditions that don't match how you actually work. When you keep your laptop plugged in 24/7, you're trading cycle life for calendar aging, which is accelerated by high state of charge, or SOC. In the engineering world, we call this the voltage plateau. At 4.2 volts, the typical full charged electrolyte inside the battery begins to break down at a microscopic level. You might have a cycle count of 12, but your actual opacity is already dropping because the chemical pathways are getting clogged by the very energy you're trying to preserve. To understand why 100% is so dangerous, we have to look at the solid electrolyte interface, or the SEI layer. Think of the CI layer like a scab that forms on the battery's anode during its very first charge. It's actually a good thing it protects the anode from reacting too violently with the electrolyte. But this scab is supposed to stay thin. When you hold a battery at high voltage, the potential difference forces more and more electrolyte to decompose, making that SEI layer thicker and thicker. As it thickens, it increases the internal resistance of the battery. This is why an old laptop battery feels like it dies. Even when it says it has 20% left, the resistance is so high that the voltage drops instantly under load. High voltage stress is the primary catalyst for this thickening. By keeping your laptop fully charged, you are effectively suffocating the anode under a layer of chemical byproduct that can never be removed. It's an irreversible tax on your hardware's lifespan, and most smart algorithms aren't aggressive enough to stop it. Modern operating systems like macOS and Windows have introduced optimized battery charging. They claim to learn your routine and wait to finish charging past 80% until you need it. But there's a catch. These algorithms are designed for the average consumer who values convenience over the laws of thermodynamics. If you have a 9 a.m. meeting every day, the OS will still pump that battery up to 100% by 8 a.m. That's still hours of high voltage stress every single day. Furthermore, these algorithms are reactive, not proactive. They wait for a pattern to emerge. If your schedule is slightly unpredictable, the smart system defaults to 100% just in case. For a developer who spends 90% of their time docked but needs to grab the laptop for a quick sync, the OS is essentially killing the battery to save you 15 minutes of charging time you might not even need. The smart in smart charging is often optimized for the manufacturer's warranty period, not for the 5 to 7 year lifespan that engineers actually want from their machines. The ultimate end state of this neglect isn't just a shorter battery life, it's physical failure. You've probably seen the photos on Reddit, the spicy pillows. This is when the battery pouch literally swells, sometimes cracking the trackpad or warping the aluminum chassis. This happens because the high voltage stress we talked about doesn't just thicken the SEI layer, it also causes outgassing. The electrolyte breaks down into gases like carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. In a sealed pouch, that gas has nowhere to go. Heat acts as a multiplier here. If your laptop is plugged in at 100% charge and running a heavy compile or a 4K render, you are creating the perfect storm for thermal runaway. The heat speeds up the chemical decomposition, which releases more gas, which creates more internal pressure. By the time you notice your trackpad feels stiff or your laptop doesn't sit flat on the desk, the damage is done. You aren't just looking at a dead battery, you're looking at a pressurized fire hazard caused by a smart system that prioritized a full charge over chemical stability. So, what is the actual solution? If you are an engineer or a power user, stop trusting the default smart settings. The magic number for lithium-ion longevity is 80%, or even 60% if you're docked indefinitely. On Linux, you can often set these thresholds directly in the kernel via TLP. On macOS, tools like Aldente allow you to hard cap the charge level, physically preventing the OS from entering that high voltage stress zone. By capping your charge at 80%, you effectively double or even triple the usable lifespan of the cells. You're keeping the ions in a relaxed state, preventing SI thickening, and eliminating the risk of outgassing. Yes, you lose 20% of your mobile runtime today, but you ensure that you still have a working battery 3 years from now. It's time to stop obsessing over cycles and start managing voltage. Because in the world of battery chemistry, full is just another word for stressed. Take control of your hardware and don't let a convenience-focused algorithm kill your machine.